Alright, hello there YouTube, this is Mr. Pokemon 907 and hello, welcome to my second half of my Super Mario Biker Bros playthrough. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's Mario Kart V, you can see in the top left, but these races are gonna be all bikes. Every vehicle in every race going on here is going to be a bike, so why not call it Biker Bros, right? Yeah, so I am going to be going ahead and taking on the last 4 cups of Mario Kart V 100cc. That's what I'm going through right now, the 100cc for each Mario Kart game. So as of right now, I do not have a working, sadly, I do not have a working V-mote. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to pause the recording and I'm going to return when I already get myself through that. Thankfully, I do have a modified V. I had this modified years ago. And yeah, V definitely does that on its own, goes dim when you have the system on without use for a while. So I'm gonna pause the recording. So coming back. Okay, so here I am again. I am back. So what I did to get this weird looking menu, this is Nintendo V, still is. This is called the Boot Me, or the is a part of Preloader, I do believe, but it itself is called Boot Me, and you need a modified V to do this. This is the only way that I can get into actively get into my game right now without a V mode. So I'll select launch title right there, and oh yeah. So I'm loading from a disk. So I don't need that. The other episodes I've been trying to load from my thumb drive, I've got Wii games in there and stuff. I'm not loading those right now. So USB loader GX, and I'm gonna just jump to this app so that I can load my Mario Kart V disc from in here. Yup. Cancel because I'm not using that drive. I'm not using it. Oh my god. So for some reason my analog isn't even going down now. I need it to go down that I could select. Alright, so until I get this sorted, alright, just pausing recording again. Sorry about that. Pausing. Alright, so it started from here again. My controller was giving some odd behavior there. So what I did was I just restarted the entire app altogether. I didn't have this issue before, but I don't know. My analog was not going down, even only slightly here. So odd. So what I've got to do is select here. You can't even see it. So I don't have my... So I selected the, see at the very top right, you see a little disc. And it's slowly crawling down. This is a Nintendo GameCube controller that I had since 2002, so this is kinda laughable even. Oh my god. Kinda laughable. Alright, let me just ease my V back here, alright. You can see everything in the background. Not what I want. I think this is a bit too loud. Definitely. Do not want to see that video. Okay, so one player. Let's go on ahead. 100cc. Who am I using this time? Yeah. And the jet bubble. Manual. Okay, looks good so far. And starting off Shell Cup, yeah. Previous episode was the Special Cup, that went swell. And now I'm moving on to the Retro Grand Prix courses of Mario Kart Wii. Let's go. There, get a draft boost. Yeah. Okay. Was focusing on someone else. Ah! Dang cataquats everywhere. Watch it, watch it! Come on, I'm gonna send that back. Hold this for defense. Get some wheelies off. Jeez, game. Dang it. Alright. I think this is a good, maybe not. Ah, jeez. I was going to take the shortcut. There's a little ramp in the middle of that beach area. I was going to take that beach ramp, but I changed my mind. Playing this for YouTube. YouTube luck ain't too swell sometimes. A lot of YouTubers know what I'm speaking of. I'm going to send that back. Let's see if we can get down through here for once. Drift away from the waters. Oh, awesome, awesome. Oh shit. That was close. Take this drift here. We've got some distance, so I guess we're fine. Spoke too soon, huh? Alright, first race. That went well, that went well. Alright, so moving on to the second race. Yeah, race number 2. Awesome, awesome track. One of my favorite tracks for sure in the Mario Kart series. Alright, let's go. Alright. This is a DS track. Believe it or not. Quite awesome. Oh my god, the freaking old ass controller kinda messed me up. Whoa, whoa. The shortcuts, Luigi, alright. Okay. You can't let that happen again. You mustn't roll that again. Ah, jeez. No way. So I possibly gotta do this over again. I do not see how, but these CPU are getting some way too much distance in us. Oh, come on. Ah, jeez, game. Way. Bambinos. Weird effing CPUs. Everybody is pulling ahead. I do not see how. But it's just happening. Alright, this is the last lap. Let's hope we can hold this. Jeez, this game plays some shit. I'm gonna take it this time. Ah, watch it. Oh, come on. Yep, we did it. We did it. Oh my gosh, I was legit terrified. I was legit terrified. Because there's a kind of small track and the racers kept getting ahead. And if you're not too good with corners and stuff like that, you're definitely gonna be passed like quite easily. So I was scared, man. A good thing I knew about that hop over shortcut, like from the bend there. Alright. So now on to race number 3 of 4. Ghost Valley 2 Super NES. So this is nightmare fuel for sure because I really hate the Super NES Mario Kart. I do. I've maybe got to play it on a supercomputer or something that has the variable like frame refresh rate, screen speed all sorted, and it could be fun, I guess, but no way, that game is something else. Oh, and another turn here. Alright, get these wheelies off. Come on. Nice. Alright. Jeez. Got it. Get that boost. Hopefully that hits some competitive. Hopefully that hits some competitive behind this. Alright. Alright. We are going quite fine so far, thankfully. But I was trying to avoid it because I do believe the ear time kind of takes it back for us somewhat. You know, all that time you're in your ear, you could actually be getting some wheelie momentum or something, I'd say. So this time around, I'm just gonna hit the boost panel. Yep. Pretty much almost lapped whoever that was in front of us. That was a lap. That's total, right? Blue shell, spiny shell. Alright. All of these in 12 minutes. Definitely, that is nice. That looks nice. Alright. So next race. 4th and final track for this Shell Cup. N64 Mario Raceway. Not much of a nightmare fuel as a Super NES track, but yeah. This track was hell as well. Because if you didn't drift the corners properly, I somehow got a burnout. We were fine though. If you somehow didn't drift the corners properly, you'd actually like fall downhill. Even Nintendo 64's Mario Kart is something serious, man. Games back then were crazy. Like, games literally were for nerds. I don't understand it back then. Like, people were like, you nerd, this and that. The games now are so calm and cozy compared to back then. Like, it literally was majority of the players were nerds because those games were so harsh. It was like even a Mario racing game felt like Dungeons and Dragons to me, man. Difficult, man. Torture. Not comforting in the slightest. Every turn, every drift was like, oh my god, worst timing out of corner, man. Well done, CPU, well done. Or should I say, well done, mother brain, well done. Dang freaking EA overlords. I just threw that back, like, you saw it, right? Like, it was direct, like, it was so straight. And the red shell was still, oh. Anyway, we're still fine, this is the last lap here. Let's see if we could keep, let me see if I could actually, get some distance from these freaking CPU. Oh my god. Oh god. Shit. Fuck. The game does not stop hitting us with items. Jesus, this is the last trap, man. I do not want to have to do this entire cut over again. Oh god. Oh my god. Wait. Come on. Jesus, a fucking lightning. Got you, bitch. Come on. I need an item. Jesus. Alright. Come on. We got this. Watch it. Ah. Good thing I know to stunt away from those, right? Like if you hit your stunt button or you shake your remote right at on the third pole, you actually stunt out of it instead of spinning out. So that's something like the up button on the D-pad is how you stunt off ramps and stuff like that in this Mario Kart Wii. If you stunt right on the third pole, you can actually stunt off of the pole instead of actually getting a spin out and losing your speed. For those who never know about that. Alright, so award ceremony. We did it in like 16 minutes. Amazing. Awesome, right? Awesome. Two-star. Okay, not bad. Not bad. At least is more than a 1-star, right? Awesome. Alright, so the very next episode I'm going to be taking on the banana cut. Remember to leave a like, leave a comment in the video as well, if you please, and click on that button that reads subscribe. But as I do every episode I can, that subscribe button, that button that reads subscribe, really and truly only ever is a freaking follow button. All you're doing is following my channel. There's no paid subscription. There's no paid service here. You can, pay on YouTube. There are paid services on YouTube. But whenever you click a subscribe button on a person's YouTube channel, you're only following, right? So they really need to change that button to follow because there are no paid services when you click a subscribe button. I think I explained it way better than I usually do because I just said it, there's no paid services here, but YouTube has paid services as well. You can buy movies and stuff and have them saved to your, you can actually just watch them, download them and stuff like that. It's awesome. But when you are clicking subscribe under YouTuber's video is actually just like follow, like you follow on Twitter or follow on, I'm still going to call it Twitter. Is you follow on Twitter or you follow on anything else, right? So do that as well if you please, and you will be notified of my future uploads. Alright, so remember, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you're watching. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned until the next one. In fact, so I'm gonna pause my recording. For those of you who don't just click off of videos, this is going to be a little, this is going to be nice, I guess. So what I'm going to do is, you could, if you please, you could comment in the, in the comment section what you think about it. So I'm going to pause the recording here, and I'm going to change the settings on this TV display, this television display, so that the video game is actually like natively, because this is stretched, believe it or not. It's supposed to be generating, it's supposed to be showing at 480. And at most televisions, the lowest that the televisions are, and we're in 2025, 2026, the lowest that a TV is 1080, right? So 480 is really small. But attempting then to show 480 on a big, large television, it kind of loses some of the color, the quality is kind of lost. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the television to show it at its native screen size. It's going to be right in the center of the screen. And I'm going to zoom then the camera, so it fits. And you're going to tell me, in the comments if you like the way it looks. I'm going to do I'm going to go into verses and I'm going to do one race. And you could then, so something extra just to push the episode along a few more minutes at least. So pausing and coming back. So there it is. I force then the television to show this 480 dang Nintendo Wii, old as hell Nintendo Wii. This is not a Wii U. I'm sorry for the people who kind of slow. No, so sorry. Not directly just disrespecting people or anything. You know, I'm trying to be insulting, but people who can't catch on. So this is original 480i. You know, the original screen resolution or screen size. So there's no stretching going on here, anything of the sort. This is the original resolution of the game, right? So let me see if I could just reposition this here, that I'm not showing anything on the outskirts of my TV, because that's one of the reasons I did this as well. And I'll get this aligned. So I'm gonna do a solo race here in versus, and let's do something unique. And Blue Falcon. Wait, what am I? Wait, hold up. So I'm gonna go to rules here. I have it 150. Let's set it to 100 because, you know, I'm still in 100. I'm gonna set it to 100. And yeah, choose courses, items are balanced as is normally, so as much races as possible, and you can choose your track. I have the CPU set to hard. And what I just picked, manual, play something that I've already played in the. I really want to show off that shortcut though, like this unique. So this is just this one race, and then I'm ending the episode off. Yeah, it's just so that I could test out, you know, being able to see the entire screen for once when recording. No wheelies, just boats. All right. A freaking bullet bill, like what? Alright. My bad. Come on. This is fine. Alright, so what you do here is I stunt here. I get off something here. It became impossible still yet. See if I could get it next lap. I think it's easier to do it with a bike, to be honest. I was thinking about picking a bike, but oh my god, really? The blue shells in this game, so crazy. So freaking crazy. So what I realized about 100cc is that when you're driving 100cc, you feel the full weight of whatever cart you're driving with. Because everything is heavier in 100 because you're moving a bit slower. It's not 150. Oh god, couldn't make it because of lightning. The fucking timing. Alright, CPU. That's not funny, CPU. Not funny in the slightest, CPU. Alright. So this cart feels very weird, to be honest. Yup. I should have been able to take that corner. Fucking timing. Again, computer did something weird again just to mess me up. Alright, so my idea is, Jesus, somebody bumped me then. So I usually just stunt there, wait until, and then stunt across, alright? I don't know why, for some reason, the CPU does not want me doing it. It's going to be way easier to do it in 150, I guess, when we get there, but that's going to be a while from now, a few days if anything, because I've got to go through, I've got to make it to my current world and start from the beginning. And for those of you who didn't follow, for me that beginning is going to be, so this, I'm not getting first here. I wasn't focusing enough. So that beginning is going to be the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart. I'm going to be starting from there and going on. I'm not punishing myself to those old, very maybe 2 different Super NES and Nintendo 64 Mario Kart games again. Those games are from a time when the Earth was very different. Let me just say that. So, alright, damn it, man. Whoa. Alright, this is practically unplayable, though. I do have to say, though. Like, I definitely can't get my corners. This is crazy. Let's see if we can get it done, though. Let's stand up here. He's going to shoot a fair ball. And then, yeah. So that's exactly how we do it. You just time it. Because usually the time that it takes you to get back onto the floor after stunting the little ramp there at the side, the fair ball is shot, and right after the shot, you just duck under it and boost over with a little tinier ramp. If you could understand what I just said. And it helps out a ton. Like every lap you do that, you push. Look at I was so far back, and I'm possibly getting the third here. Yep. I'm not even worrying about first. This was just a friendly run, showing the quality. I just picked something random, and that card and that card and character is definitely not ideal for 100cc on this track or anything of the sort. So you see the major difference there, right? Yeah, major difference. And I just got first and everything quite easily what we were playing with, so I'm gonna quit. That's it. Alright, so until next episode, I'm going to be taking on the Banana Cup, and I'm going to be using this setting. So yeah, until next episode,